Hi, I'm Michael Kourosh. I live in Santa Barbara, California, one of the most beautiful places on earth. My design center is where people come to reimagine their homes and spaces. I work with the best designers, clients with broad tastes, and experts who navigate the fascinating world of design. I'm always excited to learn something new, and I never say no to a challenge. This is Design Santa Barbara. Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kourosh, and today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, but I'm about to take you to the other side of the world as we tour the beautiful city of Shiraz. Please join us. Archaeological finds dating from 1933 and beyond indicate that the site or vicinity of Shiraz was likely settled in the pre-Islamic era as early as the 6th century BC. The number of Haqamanashian and Sasanian era remains have been discovered around the city, including reliefs at Barmedelak to the east and Guyim to the northwest, and ruins of Sasanian fortress at Qasr Abu Nasr at the east and Fahandes. The latter is identified with the fortress of Shah Mubad, mentioned as being the Shiraz in the 10th century geographical work Hudud al-Alam. The present city of Shiraz was founded in 693 and was planned to be much larger than rivaling city of Isfahan. However, the initial ambitions were not realized, and Shiraz remained a provincial backwater until at least the late 9th century. As the population gradually shifted to Islam from Zoroastrianism and Istakhr concurrently declined, Shiraz grew into a practical center of Fars. In the late 9th century, the Safarid dynasty under Yaqub bin al-Layth made Shiraz the capital of their autonomous state, which encompassed most of modern-day Iran. In the 10th century, Shiraz developed into the largest and most prosperous city of Fars and an important economic and cultural center. Large libraries, a hospital, several mosques, bazaars, caravanserais, palaces, and gardens were built in the city, while south of it, fortified camps were built for troops. Some of the structures built in this time have survived to the present day. Two Zoroastrian fire temples also existed in Shiraz, catering to the Persians who had not converted to Islam. One of the royal palaces stretched out for nearly 3 miles and consisted of 360 rooms. Under the Boyets, Shiraz was divided into 12 quarters and had 8 gates. It owed its economic prosperity to the booming agricultural trade of Fars. The city largely consumed the agricultural products of the province, including grapes, linen, wool, cotton, collyrium, rose, violet, and palm blossom water. It was also a market for rug weavers and painters to sell their pricey products, a testament to the residents' wealth. At the time, wine, grains, gold, and silver were exported from nearby Farsi port cities. The city was spared destruction by the invading Mongols when its local ruler offered tributes and submission to Chengiz Khan. Shiraz was again spared by Tamerlane when in 1382 the local monarch Shah Shuja agreed to submit to the invaders. In the 13th century, Shiraz became a leading center of arts and letters, thanks to the encouragement of its ruler and the presence of many Persian scholars and artists. For this reason, the city was named by classical geographer Dar al-Alam the House of Knowledge. Among the Iranian poets, mystics, and philosophers born in Shiraz were the poets Sa'di and Hafiz, the mystic Ruzbahan, and the philosopher Mullah Sadra. Thus, Shiraz has been nicknamed the Athens of Iran. As early as the 11th century, several 100,000 people inhabited Shiraz. Today, it has a population of 1.5 million. When we come back, we will explore the modern city of Shiraz in all its beauty. Stay tuned. There will be more Design Santa Barbara after the break. Today we are with Miss Sheri B from Sheri B Design, and she's our in-house window and drapery specialist. So, Miss Sheri, viewers had a question as why should they actually use window coverings in their home where they can have it free and open and everybody can, God knows, look in and they can look out. Could you explain?
There are many reasons, obviously, but I'm going to give you 6 important reasons that why having window coverings in the house is beneficial to you. Number 1 is the style. You know, with adding window coverings, you can make a room look formal, informal, contemporary. You can definitely bring a style and a warmth to the room. Second one, probably, I think the most important would be privacy. We all want to have privacy inside the house, so honeycomb shades are perfect. They would let the light in, but nobody can see inside and outside. I think the third most important reason would be the light that comes through. If you don't have any window coverings, your wood floor can get faded, your area rugs can get affected by the lights. The next important one would be the energy cost.
Yes.
With the window covering, you can make the room cooler, warmer, and definitely helps you with keeping the cost of your electricity and gas low. Last but not least would be how much value it would add to your home. If you're thinking about selling your home, definitely the right window covering, window treatment makes your home more elegant and more desirable.
More representative.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with all of them. And I highly recommend you, if you're looking for window coverings, come see Sheri B at Santa Barbara Design Center and get the right and proper window covering and add to your home and make your life happier.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today we are in the city of Shiraz, city of gardens, poets, and love and wine. Shiraz comes from this city. Please join us exploring and have a nice journey, see the city and its people. Shiraz is known as the capital of Persian art, culture, and literature. Shiraz contains a considerable number of gardens. The garden is an important part of Iranian culture. There are many old gardens in Shiraz, such as the Aram Garden and the Afifabad Garden. According to some people, Shiraz disputes with Ceres in Spain the honor of being the birthplace of Sheri. Wine originates from the city of Shiraz over 7,000 years ago. So the next time you have a bottle of wine, now you know where it comes from. Shiraz is proud of being motherland of Hafiz Shirazi. Shiraz is a center of Iranian culture and has produced a number of famous poets. Saadi, a 12th and 13th century poet, was born in Shiraz. Hafiz, another famous poet and mystic, was also born in Shiraz. A number of scientists also originated from Shiraz. Qutabuddin al-Shirazi, a 13th century astronomer, mathematician, physician, physicist, and scientist, was born in Shiraz. In his The Limit of Accomplishment Concerning Knowledge of the Heavens, he also discusses the possibility of heliocentrism centuries before Western culture considered it to be a scientific fact. Let's explore more of the beautiful gardens of Shiraz. One of the most beautiful sites in Shiraz is Nasr al-Mulk Mosque, also known as the Pink Mosque. The mosque includes extensive colored glass in its facade and displays another traditional elements such as the Panj Kase or 5 concave design. The mosque was built during the Qajar dynasty and is still in use under protection by the Endowment Foundation of Nasr al-Mulk. Construction began in 1876 by the order of Mirza Hassan Ali Nasr al-Mulk, one of the lords and aristocrats of Shiraz, the son of Ali Akbar Qawam al-Mulk, the Kalantar of Shiraz, and was completed in 1888. The designer was Muhammad Hassan Memar, a Persian architect who also built the noted Aram Garden. Although stained glass is mostly popular in churches nowadays, the earliest discovered was in Syria from the 7th century. Let's take a moment and look at more of this incredible structure. I hope you enjoyed our journey into Shiraz and its important cultural heritage sites. Living Shiraz, the city of love, gardens, wine, roses, and world-famous poets Saadi and Hafiz, with fond memories and a renewed hope for a brighter, happier future for its kind-hearted inhabitants. In closing, I would like to quote Hafiz, "We are people who need to love because love is the soul's life. Love is simply creation's greatest joy." Looking forward to see you next week on Design Santa Barbara. But before you go anyplace, so we talk about Shiraz. We were in Shiraz, the most beautiful place, and city of roses, city of love, and poetry. All of it in one rug. This is Qashqai. Qashqais are the most awesome tribal people there is, and they live next to Shiraz. So they made this carpet. Is a millefleurs, is 1,000 flowers we call it, and it is a pinnacle of rug making and surely made around Shiraz. So the whole idea is that you were born from dirt. So this is you, is the ways growing up, becomes a tree of life eventually. So you grow, this is all your experiences, this is all your relatives, kids, wife, so on. And at the end, you really don't die. You blossom to a better future. So that's what they call this tree of life. So it goes up. You have the cypresses. They are the Persian sign of grace, longevity. There is the oldest cypress in the world is next to a city called Yazd. Hopefully we can have it in another show. I went and visited it. It's 4,500 years old. You have the roses that interlock coming down. You have the beautiful border that is classical, is made on a wool foundation. It is finest wool. The only people they were made these for were as a gift, as a dowry, or some dignitary would get it when they're leaving Shiraz. Is probably 1880s, 1870s was made. Is in a mint condition again because whoever this was gifted to took care of it. Was a special piece, and the colors on it are just amazing. You have the indigo, which is permanent. You can find 3,000-4,000 year old piece of textile that the indigo is still there. You have madder, becomes red. You have the green, which is a 2-dye process. Is you have to add blue and yellow together to get green. Is an expensive dye, hard to make, so you use it sparsely. You see in this rug. The ivory is actually natural color. The brown is purple. It sees on TV probably brown, but it's actually a purple color. They get it from the shells of eggplant, aubergine. The lady who made this, again, 1,000 times, it took her probably a good 4 to 5 years of her life to do this, because it's not like you go to the craft shop, buy the wool, go to Home Depot, buy the dyes, and put in a machine that comes 10 minutes later. So she had to shear the wool, card it, spin it, then go to the mountain, go to the valley, get the dyes, roots, the organic material, bring it, make a little fire. It was not, you can turn on the gas and there is a fire, you know. So make fire out of wood, put a little pot, not a big pot, because they're tribal people. They need to have it light, move on. Get a little pot, put like maybe 2 pounds of wool in there, dye it that blue. 6 months down the road, dye another batch, and then start weaving. You make the foundation weaving, and literally 4 years sitting there and making this. I don't think any of those impressionist paintings, they were taken 4 years to paint, and you know how they sell for $100 million, whereas this has taken at least 4 to 5 years of somebody, and I cannot replicate this. Nobody can. It's an amazing piece. It's, again, from Shiraz, and is here for your viewing. Come to Santa Barbara Design Center and enjoy this and touch it. Welcome to Design Santa Barbara. I'm Michael Kourosh, and today we are in Santa Barbara Design Center, heading south to Montecito with Sheri B and Sheri B Designs. She has completed a project, and I'm excited to see what she has done. Please join us. Sheri, this is a beautiful place you finished. It's really nice.
Thank you, Michael.
I know you for many years, but it's the first time you're on our show. What an honor. Thank you for being on it.
Well, thank you for asking me to be part of it.
Well, I'm glad, and I hope you will be a constant guest from now on. So tell us a little bit, our viewers, about you, what you do, what's your background, and so on.
So I'm Sheri with Sheri B Design, and I moved to Santa Barbara about 6 years ago, and I've been in the field of architecture, but interior design was always my passion. So I knew eventually that's what I'm going to be doing. And I'm originally from Iran, lived in different states most of my life, and then about 12 years ago moved to Asia, just came back from Singapore 5 years ago, and just love being in Santa Barbara, love doing what I'm doing.
You're getting really good response from Santa Barbarians, actually. They love what you do, and they refer you over and over, which is nice. And
we're very lucky, actually.
And in fact, this morning we were in another house that you were finishing up, and hopefully we're going to have that one on our show maybe next season or something.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, there you go. So tell us about this house. Let's start someplace, and I know you did everything custom. I mean,
everything custom
we
made.
did every little thing custom, and specifically to the owner of the house, because he had the certain requirements.
Exactly.
He's here part-time,
Yes.
and he wanted something that's manageable and is nice.
Absolutely.
Tell us.
So yeah, all the furniture was done by Michael, and the fabric that we picked needed to be durable, to make sure that the kids are comfortable watching TV, playing video games.
And washable. That was the
Washable,
thing. That doesn't get a
exactly.
stain, because, you know, you never know. You have some Coca-Cola or some coffee on it, and
Absolutely.
it needs to be easily off.
Absolutely.
And we use the house fabrics that they're polyester.
There you go, exactly. So one of my specialties are fabric and window coverings, and for this certain client, I wanted the fabric to be really light, but then at the same time for the living room, I wanted them to have a motorized roller shades. With the motorized roller shades, with the press of a button, all the shades would go up and down at the same time, or they work individually. And for their main living room, that was the goal, to make sure that the light is not coming in. But for the rest of the house, we wanted to use a very light fabric, a very natural feel and look. So I picked this very beautiful linen fabric. The hardware, again, it was all about simplicity, and something that we can tie in with the rest of the iron staircase. So those are all custom-made hardware that we're using in the house. And then at the same time, we changed all the sconces. They were pretty old-looking, and my client, again, is into white and very simple, I should say. So those are the ones that I picked for him. As you can see, it's a very light room with the vaulted ceiling. And I knew that definitely the room needs big furniture, and the sectional that we put in the living room, again by Santa Barbara Design Center, they needed it to be wider, you know, they wanted to be custom made.
And we custom made also the chair that is very beautiful. You picked it obviously, but it's nice.
Well, thank you. Yeah, all in all, they love the living room area, and they're very happy with all the furniture, very comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So after here, we're gonna go where? You said there is a, you said there is a secret room down there. I haven't seen it yet. Let's go check it out. Oh, a couple of them, okay. So let's go.
So we are in the guest room / office.
Dual-purpose room.
Dual-purpose room, exactly.
Very well.
So originally downstairs they had saltillo tile here, and it was cold and definitely needed some warmth in it. So we changed the flooring to wood floor.
These are actually very good color. They're not gray, they're not that dark, and they're not that yellowy that is a little bit outdated. So, but this is beautiful. You guys picked a nice white planks too.
Well,
very
thank
nice.
you. Yes. And then the area rugs.
Oh, did you say the rug? Oh my God, I didn't know. This is beautiful
courtesy of
rug.
Santa Barbara Design Center.
Yes, I'm a rugaholic. I love this rug. Yes, yes, yes. You did pick, actually that one is nice. You matched, I remember you were looking for a fabric to match it.
Exactly, exactly. And then hence the bed, you know, my clients really like the color gray, so I had to bring it almost in every room.
But you did it actually differently. A lot of people have gray that's dirty and cold looking. You remember you put a lot of time picking that warm and rich gray, which is a little bit lighter than what people do. Exactly. Nice.
Originally in this room there was a freestanding fireplace, pretty old, and again it was taking so much room. So we decided to do a built-in to create a bit more room for my client. And at the same time, he's a great photographer, and a lot of the pictures that you see in the house are done by him. So I knew the accent color needs to be that orange rusty color that he has in his pictures. And that's pretty much dictated the whole theme of this room. The color of the walls, we picked the color that has that warm tone, and yeah, so all in all, it came together pretty good.
I think you did a very good job. Also, the drapes, they match the rug, they match the bed, and they create privacy, but at the same time, they bring a lot of light in, and they're beautiful. And as you said, they're very natural and earthy looking.
Exactly. This room was really dark because the ceiling is really low. Because of that, they needed some light fabric. And then they're very okay with the light coming into the room. So that's why I picked something that it's kind of see-through, sheery feel.
You did beautiful in this room. Very nice. And
well, thank you.
Congratulations. So where are we going from here?
We're going to the primary bedroom at the moment.
All right. Love to see it. All right. This is a nice primary.
Yes.
And
it's
airy.
Exactly.
So I remember you had the challenge of having a lower ceiling, and that window I remember was a challenge too. You wanted to fit the custom headboard underneath it. Exactly. That I remember, and you did a good job. So explain to our viewers what you did.
Well, the primary room, as you can see, it's pretty big. It gets a lot of light. Again, they like the light, so I knew that for the drapes, all I need to do is just put lining behind them. It didn't need to be blackout. And at the same time, the bed, as you walk in, that's the first thing you see, and the headboard, I was limited with the size of the headboard, which, as Michael mentioned, it was a bit challenging, but the focus of this room is this barn door.
These are the biggest barn doors in the whole California. Probably in Wyoming you find bigger ones.
It took us a while to find the right size. Exactly. But, and they're heavy and big, one piece, you know, being that big, so it was a good challenge.
What is behind it?
It's a closet, actually.
Oh, it's a closet.
They have a very big closet. Yeah.
But it's very big. It's very big, yes.
Yes. And again, the furniture came from Santa Barbara Design Center. We put a swivel chair on the
We
corner.
made that chair?
We sure did.
Wow, we're surely talented.
Yes. You know, nice area to sit and read books.
It's very nice and comfortable. I remember this chair.
Exactly.
It's very nice.
And again, furniture, everything came from Santa Barbara Design Center. The area rug.
Oh, yes, the area rug.
Is
Thank
my
you.
favorite because it has a bit of a sheen, gold, champagne color into it that goes really well with everything in this room, actually.
You know, I actually like that rug a lot, to be honest with you. It's just very nice and airy. And I'm glad you picked this one because it ties the whole room together.
Well, thank you.
Very nice. Yeah, you're good. So thank you for showing us this beautiful
Absolutely.
home.
My pleasure.
And I would like it if you join us upstairs. We sit down outside. Viewers had a couple of questions and maybe we can answer them.
Sure. We'll do.
All right, so let's go. Welcome back to Design Santa Barbara. Today on 411 we have Sheri B from Sheri B Designs, and we have a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
So we would like to know, what are the challenges of making custom furniture and what are the rewards of making custom furniture for your own home or your projects?
Good question, Michael. I think actually definitely a lot more benefits. Simply because when we custom make the furniture, we are making the piece of furniture to the liking of our clients, the size, the depth, the height, width. Although it could be a bit more expensive than your standard ones that you can just walk in and buy it from a store, a custom made furniture is definitely to the liking of the clients. Challenges, I would think sometimes the timing of when to get the furniture, but pretty much I think that's about it.
Yeah, well, I kind of agree with both what you said. Yes, I agree, and that's what I preach anyway. Get the right thing for yourself that will be there for many, many years. It's like, you know, you go to a shoe store and they have only size 9. It's not gonna fit everybody. You're not gonna have the white shoe for everybody, you know, so get a custom made for yourself.
Very good point.
It's actually good for me too, because I do custom made.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. It's so nice to having you on our show.
Well, thank you.
Looking forward to have you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. If you wanted to see Sheri B, come to Santa Barbara Design Center. She has her own niche and her own place, and we are very lucky having you.
It's a pleasure to be there. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you so much.